Okay, so I went ahead and got a bunch of the engraving done on this thing so that this video didn't have to be 6 hours long, because I'm about 4 hours deep in this guy right now. But I saved these scrolls right here that we'll shade together, and then this little piece of the running wheat. I got to be careful on the star, because when we finish this buckle, we're going to antique the buckle, and we're going to leave all of this with a satin finish, and we're going to have a high polished border. And I've got to be careful not to make the star too dark, because I need it shiny and the border shiny. So keep that in mind when you're designing your buckle. You can't have everything dark. Something's going to have to be shiny. So let's jump in and we'll just freehand some of these running wheats. I really didn't want to put this on the star, but it's really, really good practice for shading. So we'll cut these last few right here, turn around, we'll shade them. Not going to do a whole lot to the center of the star, maybe some little shade lines in the points. And then we'll engrave these two scrolls, and then we'll be able to move on to put the actual antique finish on the buckle. You can measure these out if you want. I'm just kind of freehanding it, but it's not really freehanding it because I'm using the vise to make the cut. And as long as I do it at the same speed, then they'll all be consistent. I'm just lining these up to the center. You have to be careful when you're building buckles. You can accidentally spend way too much time engraving, and then you've got to price the buckle out of reach, to where it's going to make it a difficult thing to sell. I mean, people are only going to pay so much for a belt buckle. Alright, so there's our main little boat cuts, or whatever you want to call them. So we'll go back down this side, and we're going to put those 3 nicks in it. I certainly did not invent this engraving pattern. It's been around for as long as I can remember. It's been around longer than I've been alive, I would imagine. So we're wanting to cut this into our other cut, because that's what's going to give our chip somewhere to go. And I know it may look big in the video, but this is really, really small. Okay, now we'll go back and do the exact same thing on the other sides, in the neighborhood of even. One of the cool things about belt buckles and this, that, and the other is that it certainly doesn't require the precision that gun engraving or something like that would require. It's a pretty loose and cool thing to do. Fact of the matter is, most of your buckle companies, even the high-end buckle companies, don't give a lot of attention to engraving. Some of the companies that I do the engraving for, we would have done such a simple style that this whole buckle could have been engraved in an hour. Instead, I decided to spend all freaking day on it, it seems like. Alright, so there's our little boat cuts with our nicks. This is really good shading practice. And what you want to do is start real light and get heavier as you go towards the other one. And then just tear those down, one next to the other. You cut right through your nicks, don't give them any special attention. That process is just going to repeat itself. When you're trying to figure out how to make a light shade line, start low and roll up into the cut. That's going to give you the ability to turn a scratch into a cut. I'm using power on this, but this wouldn't necessarily be something that you would need to use power on. power will help you be a lot less apt to slip. One of the characteristics of sterling silver is that it doesn't offer the resistance that steel does. If you were doing this in gunmetal on a gun slide or something like that, it's actually easier to do because the metal offers a resistance, where this is pretty soft sterling silver. This star is made out of a 1963 quarter before they quit using real silver on them. And it'll just cut. It doesn't offer you any resistance, so you kind of got to keep control of the tool the whole time. Okay, that's about it. When you zoom out on that, you can kind of see what it looks like. It ends up being a lot cleaner. This is just a marker that I'm coloring it with, just to emulate what it's going to look like whenever it's antique. Gives you the ability to see that a lot better. And then if I turn it at you like that, you can kind of see what it's going to look like. On the star, we don't want it to be real dark, so we're just going to cut some shade lines into the points. I'll let the center one be the longest, and then I'll tear down from there. And I want to start with a real light cut and get heavier as I go towards the base. That's just to let it hold a little bit of darkness in the corners, because like I say, I don't want the star to get darker. It's going to disappear into the buckle when we antique it. But this is pretty good shading practice if you're from Texas and you decide to make something with a star on it. Really soft. Kind of nice though, because you don't have to sharpen your tools every 5 minutes. Again, this is just so there's something on the star. I didn't want to engrave much on it because I want it bright and shiny, but I didn't want it to look unfinished either. So that'll just kind of give it a little bit of characteristics or a little bit of look to it. It'll make it look like we didn't just forget to engrave it. But the center of it will stay real shiny, give it kind of an antique look.